Welcome back to Cyberlift, my friends. I know it's been a while, a little over a month. The vehicle's finally serviced. No more squeak when I turn the wheel. Brand new upper control arms at 120,000 miles. Not upset about that. It was less than $200 to get done. The hiccup with getting into service was just the backlog in parts with everything going on right now. But we're back. And not only are we back, but we've got 1011 too. So, as with all previous versions, we're here at the start of the Friars Challenge, and we have the original challenge too, the original route set up to the Friars Supercharger at Fashion Valley. Let's see how 1011-2 does. It's getting a lot of praise. A lot of people have been saying good things about it, but if you followed me for a while, you know that I like to let the information do the talking. So without further ado, let's get going. To be clear, I am not expecting success, just hoping for some improvement. This initial part really isn't too hard. Just going through several stop signs on these back roads, getting ready for the very first challenge, which is getting onto the 163 in a short amount of time. There's only been one fluke where it's actually done it. Hasn't been able to do it since. We'll see if today's any different. Also be nice to see if the left turn, the 120-degree angle turn down to a bank, is any smoother, because in every video of the Friars Challenge you can see how bad the car handles that turn. It does it, but it is the farthest thing from refined. If we make it through the 163 merge, our next challenge will be to not get the red hands as we try to stay in the proper lane to take the Friars Road exit. Yes, this is both city streets and highway autopilot involved in this challenge. We have a pedestrian here who's waiting for us. Come on, you gotta go. Or it's waiting for these pedestrians. No, we're going now, finally. Ha! We got pedestrians on scooters to our left there. Typically, they don't care and they just go through, which probably would have been a smoother experience for the car. But it waited, it wanted to really make sure, and then finally went. I didn't have to apply any throttle, which was actually kind of nice. Get a little over to the right here. It's correcting itself. Okay. Bit of a blind right because all the parked cars. I don't see any movement. And okay, that felt a lot more assertive. It wasn't as timid to get out there. Now here's the difficult, hard banking corner onto the 163. After this van, we are clear. Let's go. That was actually way smoother than I've experienced in the past. It was a bit slower, but there wasn't as much jolting back and forth. And now here is the true test of the entire course. If it can't do this, then the whole course is a flop. We are totally clear. That was incredibly smooth. Depending on how the rest of this goes, actually, regardless of how the rest of this goes, I'm going to revisit this and we're going to see how reliable that is, because we've had one fluke. So it's also why I didn't freak out like the first time it happened. That is impressive. That felt controlled. There were no cars to slow the system down to help it or anything. It just executed, which has been the problem. Usually it ends up going too fast and it doesn't make the decision fast enough and ends up aborting. Coming up next, after these caution lights that slow us down a bit, is where the Friars exit splits to Hotel Circle and to continue straight to go towards Friars Road. And this is where we typically would get the red hands. We're decelerating quite a bit here because it's seeing the 35 caution light ramp. Sorry, caution light sign. Okay, this is where the red hands usually happen. And it corrected itself. Oh boy! We have gotten the red hands just about every single time. So for it to have corrected itself means that, contrary to what I believed, they are giving some attention to the public build, the highway build. And we're accelerating here. Come on, you gotta slow down, you gotta slow down, you gotta slow down. Okay. Yeah, we got a beep, but I didn't have to take over. I felt it start to decelerate, even though that was a bit faster than I would have appreciated. But again, it's corrected itself. That's an important takeaway from this. It's correcting itself before it gets to a point of no return. The 163 merge was smooth. The typical red hands exit scenario, I felt it start to get over, and in the video you'll be able to see, if you watch it back, it started to. It's beeping at me a lot. It doesn't like the challenge, but it's doing it. But again, on the red hand scenario, it corrected itself. And then there, it went in too fast. You know, I wouldn't give that a perfect score. I'd give that like a 5 out of 10 there. But I didn't have to take over. So far, and we're about 3/4 of the way through the Friars Challenge, I've not had to get involved. Will 10.11.2 be the first version to complete the Friars Challenge? If it does, this is going to change my plans. I'm going to go home and post this immediately. All right, but we're not done yet. So here's the hairpin. Oh my gosh. What? It's always stopped there and just kind of squatted. I mean, just watch the other Friars videos. You'll see what I'm saying if you haven't watched them. Okay. This left turn, kind of a swooping left, double left turn lane. In the past, the car sits in the wrong lane, doesn't get over soon enough, execution issues. And then I think last time it just stopped dead and I had to give it throttle. We had some pedestrians around. It's kind of a confusing scenario. Okay, so the intention line is tracking. We've got a green, we've got a pedestrian at the corner. Let's see. And are we gonna stop? Oh, we're continuing through. This is very good, this is very good. Wow, okay. Now I'm getting a little excited. Oh boy. I've been very skeptical of all of the praise that 1011 has been getting. And it seemed for a while like the rollouts kept getting stopped. Yesterday, a buddy of mine sent me a message that he was getting it. A lot of people were getting it. And sure enough, when I got out of the gym, I got the download. And I got it installed. But this, I can't express the importance of what this system is accomplishing right now. This has been my benchmark. This has been my route to beat the system. And we're here. I mean, we still have a little bit more to actually get to the supercharger, but we're here. I'm a bit gobsmacked at the moment. So getting my brain together, I'm gonna run this back a couple of times, and I'll record when I do. I think what I'll do one day is I'll just do it 3 times in a row. I'll do like the Friars Gauntlet, where it's just gonna be a repeat, a 3-lap Friars Challenge. And if it can do that, if it can complete 3 laps consistently, I don't know what I'll say, because that just seems so unlikely. But that would show a measure of reliability and consistency. So like, even though we just did the entire Friars Challenge, truly, we did, we're here, we're at the Friars Supercharger, we're at the end of the course. I didn't speed up or cut through any of this, I wanted you to see everything. 10.11.2 just conquered the Friars Challenge. But we're gonna see if it was a fluke. Not really beginner's luck, but I think you know what I'm getting at here. This is incredible. I'm gonna let it, just, make this right turn to the superchargers. And then I'm gonna take over. But wow! Oh my gosh. Okay. Let me know what you guys think. If you've seen other people with some improvements. I've had this consistent test since 10.5, and even though something here or there might have had an improvement, it's never been able to beat the course as a whole. And this time it did. We just went through the entire Friars Challenge, from getting on to the 163 to not having to disengage at the exit shift, to not flying off the highway, going too fast around the Hotel Circle exit, to actually smoothly going through the non-yield hairpin area, and then properly taking the final left in that double lane left exit with the bit of a wide breadth turn there. So I'm gonna try to pick my brains up off the floor, because this is a very good sign. If this is indicative of the system's performance, then it's better than anything I've had yet. And not even a comparable difference from 10.10.2. Coming Monday will be the next Robotaxi report, and since it is Wednesday, we're gonna have a lot of information, a lot of preliminary data on 10.11.2 in the full detail that I cover. And I'm gonna add a few more categories, including finesse, decision-making, and execution, as that was something that really became a problem with 10.10.2. But before I continue to just ramble on, thank you so much for the view. Please let me know what you think in the world. I'm gonna let that stay. Please let me know what you thought in the comments. It's good to be back. I'm gonna try to get back to consistent videos, Robotaxi report every Monday, and some other stuff in between. So take care. All right, here's a little bonus at the end. When I was looking at my screen, I realized I've got the colorizer now, which is really cool. And I kind of played with it. And one thing that I like right off the bat is even if you don't change the color of your car, you can change the trim from chrome to black, which is great because, like I'm sure a lot of you did, I wrapped my chrome because I'm not a fan. So mine is actually black. So you can go, your original color is always in the bottom right. You can click on that and then you can just black out your trim if you just want to do that nice and simple. Or you can have more fun with it. Since this is Midnight Metallic, I decided to create the actual Midnight Metallic. And then also, if I was to have the color that I would really love, anybody who knows me really well wouldn't be surprised to see that beautiful purple. That would be amazing. But this is really cool. You can do a lot. And if you don't want to keep whatever, like say you create a new color and it's something awful like that disgusting yellow, but it's an option here, what you can do is just hold down on it and then delete it and then click anywhere and that goes away, and you can choose between your custom colors and go back to your default, which will just be what the car originally was. And I believe if we go into the app, it should reflect the new color choice. So I am showing the metallic. Now let's see if it happens in real time. Pink, purple, boom, there it is. Ah, that's so cool. Awesome. So that's just a little fun bonus at the end to play around with the colorizer, see what you guys think. I'm gonna leave it on Midnight Silver Metallic, actually metallic, with the black trim, because yes, that is my car. I love it. Now if only you could add like a little spoiler, tint the lights and other stuff, but it's pretty cool.